Hey, if you've made it this far in the video and you are a real estate professional, consider partnering with me here at Real Brokerage. Pay nothing per month, get a fantastic split, and you have the opportunity to build a business through revenue share and stock purchases. Book a call at the link below in today's video, and I'm happy to have a conversation on why I was able to grow my business exponentially by moving my practice to Real Brokerage. All right, back to the video. If you're a realtor and you're finding yourself a little stuck, here's how you should navigate things in this current environment that we're in. So right now we're in one of my listings right now, and I just got through meeting with an individual that was interested in putting an offer on the home. And I'm kind of saying, well, how should I maximize this day? Because I drove all the way out to this listing, which I was happy to do, but I don't want to waste a day in my business. And it's rainy and it's got a lot of stuff going on. So some of the things that I'm looking to do to keep myself busy today, in addition to taking care of what the seller needed so we can get this offer put in, is I'm going to do some new home construction tours, right? So in the area of my listing, I just saw a couple of new houses that popped up. So I'm going to actually, as soon as I leave here, I'm gonna go to those properties and do a home tour, right? And then as soon as I do that, I'm gonna check in on some of my leasing clients, because right now, something that I'm noticing is that a lot of individuals, unfortunately, they're just not in a position to buy. So does that mean that as a real estate agent should just sit on my hands and just wait for them to be able to buy? Absolutely not. If they're not ready to buy because of the interest rate market, I totally get that, right? So I am shifting clients to more of the leasing side of things. If there's credit issues or they need to have a little bit more time at the job, I'm just shifting them to a lease for a year and a half. What that does, in my opinion, is that, for one, it lets the client know that no matter what stage they are in the process, they're important to me. And there's a little bit of disappointment that can come from, let's say they thought they were ready to buy a house, but my lender or the lender that they were working with told them that, you know what, they're not quite ready. There's still some things that they need to clean up with their credit. Well, they usually might think that there's no other help that I can provide to them and to just give them a call when they're ready to buy. But I found that for me, that's the power of having a really good CRM. I recently updated my CRM, completely updated my website. You can check it out by going to www.soldbymarvin.com and let me know your thoughts on that website. But what I'm doing right now is I am making my website and all of my platforms very much a catch-all website. So if you're a renter, I got you covered. If you're ready to sell, I got you covered. If you're ready to buy, I got you covered. Wherever you are in that process, I am making my website more like a landing page. If you know anything about marketing and whatnot, most individuals are not going to go on a website that has a lot of words and pictures and all of that stuff. They just want to know that when they go to your website, are you able to solve the problem that they need addressed? And are you easy to connect with and communicate with when a person visits your website, right? So on this current space that I'm in right now, at least here in the Atlanta market, and let me know, in your market, how things are going. Things are slow boogie right now. I love listings, and I've got a few in the chamber, some that are ready to go now, some that'll be ready to go in a quarter or two. And I still have my goal of 3 listings every quarter without fail. But I've also seen that the market is very much wonky right now. We don't know where interest rates are at the present time as far as what direction that they're going to trend towards. We just don't know. So homes are sitting, days on market are lasting a lot longer than us as listing agents would like. So in the meantime, I'm still working with my buyers that are ready to buy. Those individuals at this point, and I'm gonna call this now, but I'm getting ready to tell y'all that this is about to be a buyer's market in a little bit. And what I mean is that when homes sit on the market longer, the motivation of some sellers can increase more and more depending on how quickly they need to offload that property. So whereas a seller might not have been interested in giving a certain concessions, paying closing costs, paying our fee as the buyer's representative, those individuals, in addition to now offering those types of concessions, are finding that they're going to need to lower their sales price, right? Because obviously with my current listing, and I'm sure many others, if it's been sitting for some time, that's gonna be a conversation that us as listing agents are gonna have to have with our sellers to say, hey, look, the home is in amazing condition, XYZ, there's nothing going on with the home as far as feedback of individuals that have toured the property. So if they're not putting an offer on the home, then that means that we need to see about making some adjustments to the price. What that does is if there are certain individuals whose search parameters are just a few $1,000s below what your listing price is, then the Zillows or the Realtor.coms or whatever are not even going to send them your particular listing. So in a lot of cases, it may just be a simple price reduction by $5,000 to $10,000 to get you into a range of searches for sellers that are looking for homes in that specific price target. So I never recommend making big, gigantic cuts to the listing price, but that's just something, that's a little hack that if you're not aware, see where your current listing price is in most search engines parameters. And if it's over, let's say, X dollars, 50,000 over, then you may need to make an adjustment to get it right under, right? But if there are individuals that are also, again, looking to rent, that is something that you have to add into your wheelhouse, especially if you're a new agent. If you're a new agent, I would be attacking leases and rentals with a vengeance. I just did my second lease in 2025. It was actually a pretty straightforward process. It doesn't pay as well, of course, but activity is better than no activity. So if I have a buyer I'm working with to buy a home, a listing that's getting ready to go on the contract, and then a bunch of renters, well, now the gross income that I'm going to make from all of those particular clients that I'm working with, for one, is going to keep me active as a real estate professional. And for two, for me, I'm all about volume. And my big thing at this point is volume and a concierge experience. I want to do as much volume as possible while still maintaining a concierge experience as a real estate professional. So for example, to meet this particular individual that was interested in touring the property, but they didn't have super access, key card access, I could have sent another agent to do that, but I wanted to be the person that met that individual at this property. I'm the listing agent, right? It wasn't a big inconvenience to me. So I was happy to meet the gentleman here at the property. That way I can showcase certain aspects of the home that I think would be very, very valuable if they were interested in making an offer. Of course, I didn't directly engage them. They didn't ask me about price. They know what the price is. But I wanted to be here. I wanted to be that concierge experience that the potential buyer would see. And for my sellers, they know that they've got a dependable agent that's not just showing up when it's time to take pictures of the home and lease it and list it, to actually be on the day-to-day ground level. If anything's needed at the property, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So again, as soon as I leave here, in the spirit of maximizing the day, I'm going to go tour some new construction properties to put it on my YouTube channel, which is I Want to Move to Georgia. If you're interested in checking out how I get down as a real estate professional, period, not just here where I'm talking about Real Broker and stuff like that. And of course, if you're interested in learn more about Real Broker, book a call at the pinned link below. But if you're happy at your brokers, that's fine too. But a lot of agents are extremely happy here at Real. So the splits are amazing, 85-15, no monthly fees, the ability to earn equity, stock, build a team without the issues surrounding around the team. Or if you're an indie broker and you're like, I don't want to deal with the compliance and all that kind of stuff. I just want to partner with a broker that's going to do all of that stuff for me. Click the link at the first pinned comment. It'll be the best thing that you decide to do in your day. So I just want y'all to win. So if you have no activity, start leveraging some of the leases that are in your market, some of the rental properties that are in your market. Go tour those, right? You're a licensed real estate professional, so you have the ability to get paid off of leases, off of rentals. And although they may not pay as much as selling a home for a client or helping a client buy a home, you can set a minimum price that you will work with for any individuals that you're doing leases for. You can just set whatever your minimum price is, talk it over with your broker, of course, so that they can give you some insight on what you should charge. Don't sell yourself short, right? But some activity is better than no activity. It's less paperwork. That's another good thing about doing leases, is it's less paperwork. It makes the client happy. And again, it keeps them in your ecosystem so that when they're ready to buy, let's say that you put them in a lease for a year, well, a year from now, maybe their credit was not so great, or maybe their income needed to season a little bit longer at their employer. And now that year has passed, because that year will pass before you know it, now you can help represent them on the buy side as a client, and they're going to appreciate you because you help them with their rental. Now you're helping them with their purchase. And even if they're not ready to purchase, someone in their ecosystem is going to be ready to either lease, sell, or purchase. And they're going to think about you because you helped them with their lease. Even though they may not be ready to sell or purchase, they know somebody. So that's how, for me, I keep my pipeline going and going. And these home tours I'm getting ready to do right now are going to help with the new lead gen activity, because people on YouTube love looking at new construction homes and nicely decorated homes. The video I did for this house here has a ton of activity and views and stuff like that. It's just slow boogie. And I'm not discouraged because I know I'm not the only agent that's dealing with this at the moment. We just know we just have to keep hustling, keep putting in work, keep grinding. So hope that helps somebody. If you got value from this video, let me know in the description below or in the comments below. And until the next one, it's your brother, your uncle, your favorite realtor's favorite realtor, signing off. Peace.